Hey everybody, today I just want to do a quick video on how you can, using build specifications, create a zip file for your project. So I just have an example project here. It's a kind of small one, but highlights what I want to show here. So at the bottom of our project, if we go down to build specs and go to new, at the very bottom we have the option of zip file. Sweet. So this is the kind of dialog we'll get, and I do want to highlight this is slightly different than if you just took if you went in your Windows File Explorer, went to your directory and right clicked and use 7-zip or something to just zip it up. This is just a little bit different than that. So if I can set up a build specification name. So this is basically the name that's going to show up here. So I'm just going to call this demo zip. I also can choose the destination where I want this zip to go. So I have my default. I can also click this little file button to get a dialog. One other thing I wanted to show you can do is you can drag. So I dragged a folder in, and this is going to define where that's going to be built. And by default, this is going to be checked. This says zip the entire project. So it's not actually going to include like your installers and your exes, but it's going to zip everything. So that can be files that are in your kind of working directory, so like your VIs you've created. One nice thing that it also can do is pull things like instrument drivers. So if you have instrument drivers that are installed to, like program files, National Instruments, your version of LabVIEW, and then instrument.lib, you can actually also include those instrument drivers, so you get basically your source code, but also the instrument drivers that you need to run it. You can also uncheck this, and if you want, you can specify certain items to include. If I want to include this entire sub-VIs folder, I can. So if you want to, not include certain things, you can elect to do that. Then we just need to specify the zip file structure. So there's kind of three options. Common directory. So understanding these, I think it's easiest to just look at these examples. So we kind of get one of each of three different files, right? And these are the paths to those files. So we have an a.text, a b.text, and a c.text. And these are in folders 1, 2, 3, except for the c.text is in 1, 2. So our zip file will basically, because everything is beyond 1, it will just eliminate the 1. And then in 2, we will have our c.text, but we'll also have a folder called 3 that has that. You can also strip common directory. So we've basically stripped another layer out, so you can see here what that'll look like. And we can also rename the common directory. So here it's just called rename, but I can specify how I want to rename that. So it's up to you, kind of just how you want it structured. I feel like most commonly it's just use the common directory. And then you also can generate a preview, which you just click this, and it'll show you what your zip file will look like and how everything's going to be stored in your zip file. If you want to just see a preview, if this isn't what you're expecting, you can go back here and you can kind of change the structuring and whatnot, and then regenerate that preview. When you're done, just click OK. And now whenever you want to build this, you can just right click on your zip build. Click build. You do get this dialog that just says, hey, I'm going to save all of these files first. Hit OK, and you've now built your build. So I can go click explore, and there is my builds.zip right there. And you can see everything inside. So that would be how you can build a zip of your project in LabVIEW. Thanks for watching.
Canon Controls is your gateway to mastering LabVIEW. Dive into programming for data acquisition, industrial communications, and manufacturing automation. Explore how to enhance your projects with cybersecurity best practices. Join the journey to elevate your skills and secure your systems with every episode.